Hello, everybody. First of all, I want to say thank you for all the lovely birthday wishes. But I get a lot of questions about what book I recommend or if I overlap any recipes. And I do want to say all my books have different recipes in them. I do not overlap. And it's hard to pick a favorite, but honestly, Keto Restaurant Favorites, since I worked at restaurants since I was little, is my favorite. And I want to show you some of my recipes in the book. So let's take a look. Let's see if I can angle this down this way. Instead of holding it, I can actually page through it. So some of my favorites, in the beginning, I talk about my first restaurant memory, which was really fun to discuss. I remember going to Highview with my parents every Friday night, and my brother and I would go fishing on the dock on the lake that it was at until dinner would come, and it was just a really cool memory. Thanks, Mom and Dad. Love you. Nancy and Joe, shout out. These are some of my tips for eating keto at restaurants if you do happen to go out. And it's how we eat when we go out. We still eat out. Again, I broke down the different proteins so you know the calories, and the percentages, the fat, protein, carbs, fiber, all of that information, and all the different cuts of beef, poultry, chicken, you name it, it's all in there. Let's see. I'm going to jump right to the recipes because that's what we care about, right? This whole chapter, yes, this is bourbon chicken. This is the one that everybody loves. And I did a video for Swerve, thanks Swerve, bourbon chicken. But these are the chapter on, Chinese classics, Japanese and Korean classics. And I love this chapter because it's naturally dairy-free. So those of you who have to be dairy-free, it's pretty much naturally dairy-free. And these are all the sauces that I love. And I keep a lot of sauces inside. Hi, girls. Zero carb fried rice. Nope, there's no cauliflower in this. It's way, way better. It's so delicious. Basically zero carbohydrates. And then I did a traditional cauliflower rice recipe for you. But I'm just paging through. There's almost 200 recipes in here, so I'll just go through some of them that I love. Scallion pancakes, which are delicious. Hi, Mr. Micah. Micah's over here. And I did pot stickers. If you haven't tried the pot stickers, those are fun. They're a little bit harder, but fun. But plenty of easier recipes like crab rangoon puffs. Hi, Mr. Kai.
Hi.
And we have cream cheese wontons. Let's see. You can say hi to anybody who's saying, some people are saying happy birthday. Let's see. General Tso chicken drummies. Those are really good, a little spicy. Chinese sticky rib bites. Those are, obviously we're a rib family. We love ribs. And then we get into some soup. So I have a hot and sour soup. This is a simple egg drop soup. This takes you 5 minutes to make, honestly. Super easy. Gyoza meatball soup. And the meatballs are delicious too. You could have those without the soup. Let's see. Oh, this is a slow cooker short rib that are like sweet and sour short ribs, which are really good. Super easy in the slow cooker. I know you guys want easy recipes. I deliver, right? This one is mushu. I have flies all over. Mushu pork and pancakes. I'm outside. Of course I'm outside. I love to be outside, right? You have to get this for your grandson. Well, thank you. Crispy almond chicken. This is like the chicken so guy that you'll find at Chinese restaurants. That was really, really good. Let's see. Beef and broccoli stir fry. I'm just skipping through here. Oh, a lot of people like the teriyaki salmon. I see that a lot on Instagram. Sweet and sour chicken. Of course, I love that one. But bourbon chicken! This one is like super popular. You have to try that if you haven't tried it. Look it up on Swerve's YouTube. Mugu gai pan. That one's delicious. We have kung pao shrimp. What else we got here? We have Chinese lemon chicken. And my publisher makes me do photos for all of these. So yes, it's filled with photos. Here we get into sushi rolls and different types of sushi rolls you can make. And thanks to Craig, he helped make these beautiful for me. Thank you, sweetie. And then it wouldn't be a finished chapter without some desserts like green tea ice cream, right? And then we get into the Italian classics. So this is my favorite chapter because I call a lot of these like Mama Maria's marinara sauce. Well, first we have the Italian dressing, which is just like Olive Garden's dressing. So if you love Olive Garden salad dressing, that's a keto version. They do have a little bit of sugar in theirs. We have some Alfredo sauce. We have Mama Maria's marinara. And I know what you're thinking. Your name's Maria and you're a mama, but honestly, there's a restaurant in Hudson where I live called Mama Maria's. And before Craig and I were very strict, we would go to Mama Maria's and eat our heart out. I did Mama Maria's pizza sauce. We have Italian wedding soup. Zuppa Toscana. I'll just skip forward here. We have Mama Maria's stuffed mushrooms, which we'd always get at Mama Maria's, and now I just make them healthier. I love those stuffed mushrooms, and so does my dad. Hey, Dad, love you. Let's see. We have Mama Maria's meatballs, and meatballs are always like, my kids love these. Let's see. Oh, if you've ever been to Olive Garden, they do a 5-cheese ziti. This is a 5-cheese ziti going on. Chicken scallopini. That one's a big hit. Let's see what else. The sun is coming out. We have gnocchi, 3 different ways. We have it with a red sauce, an Alfredo, and we have a brown butter sauce, which is really good. Let's see. We have spaghetti and meatballs. I'm going to try to aim this down a little bit here. Let's fix this so everybody can see better. The sun is coming out and it's bright. So we have, spaghetti and meatballs. We have chicken parmesan, which, who doesn't love that? We have shrimp caprese salad, which is an Olive Garden twist. Chicken piccata. And Suego Bianco. If you have ever been to Macaroni Grill, that's a classic there. Oh, the protein noodle lasagna. Everybody loves the protein noodle lasagna. Give a shout out if you made that. Everyone loves that one. Chicken cacciatore. Salmon Sorrento. I don't even like salmon, and this one was a huge hit, just like Olive Garden. Oh, buca di beppo. That's where that one came from. Pasta carbonara. Let's see, Craig's special. Pizza has to be in a restaurant book, right? Calzones. I had the great pleasure to have my first calzone ever in Mystic Pizza in Connecticut. My grandma Rosemary, who now has Alzheimer's, sadly, she took me to Mystic Pizza because she knew I loved the movie. Sadly, the restaurant doesn't look anything like the movie, but that was in honor of Grandma Rosemary. Love you, Grandma. Traditional tiramisu, if that's your thing. That's what I usually like. Let's see. Oh, now we're into the Mexican and Latin fare. So we have easy blender enchilada sauce. You guys know I'm all about easy recipes. This enchilada sauce is easy. You can make it in the blender. We have tortilla chips with guacamole. Let's see, tortillas, a couple different versions of that. Breakfast burritos. Chicken quesadillas. I'm just skipping through lots and lots of pages. There's so many recipes in here. Steak fajitas, super easy. That does not take long. It's 10 minutes to make these. Cheesy chili rellenos. That one's really good. We have enchilada verdes lasagna. So it's like enchilada verdes into a lasagna. Oh, mouth-watering carnitas. I get so many comments on these that they are the best carnitas they've ever had. And it wouldn't be, a Maria's book without some desserts like pina colada and fried ice cream. Oh, and flan. You gotta have flan. Oh, and this one too. Churros and tres leches cake, which I really like. And then we get into more of these Asian type recipes like Thai, Southeast Asian cuisine. And we have tom kha gai, and that was a special recipe for me because it was the first time I had tom kha gai was right the night before I ran the Hawaii Marathon with a bunch of girlfriends, and they were carbo loading, and they kind of laughed at me for skipping the rice and just having the tom kha gai soup. It was just a wonderful. I remember that forever. Pad Thai. Let's see. We have larb. I skipped a lot of those, but there's a lot in there. If you like curries, there's so many recipes in there. But fast casual favorites, which is probably that's like my jam. Of course, there's ketchup and a honey mustard. That's keto and healthy. We have mozzarella sticks, which my kids love. Let's see, we have chicken nuggets. There's fish sticks in here for kids. There's a Juicy Lucy. Minneapolis, where I'm close to, they have the Juicy Lucy battle between Matt's Bar and, I forgot the other one. But they have this Juicy Lucy battle where the cheese is in the middle of the burger. So I did that on a keto bun. Fiesta Lime Chicken. If you like Applebee's, I did a Fiesta Lime Chicken based off of their recipe, just made it keto. Yeah, there's the fish sticks. Oh, and cheeseburger wraps. This is the play on McDonald's Big Mac, right? That's really good. Waffle fries with cheese sauce. We have poutine. Hey Canadians, I love you guys. Poutine. We have frosted lemonade. Someone mentioned to me at a hospital that I was speaking at, they said, are you going to do a restaurant book? Because Chick-fil-A has a frosted lemonade, and they wanted me to do a keto version. So that is in honor of them. Frozen hot chocolate. I someday hope to get to go to Serendipity in New York, and they have a frozen hot chocolate, and so this is in honor of Serendipity, which is one of my favorite Christmas movies. Oh, this is based off the Wendy's shake. Someone made this. They were recipe testing. They were like, oh my gosh, it tastes like Wendy's Frosty. So this is based off of a Wendy's Frosty. That's on page 338. I highly suggest making that today. Oh, and the leprechaun shake, that's based off of the McDonald's Shamrock Shake. Of course, I can't call it that. And then the classic diner malt. I worked at a hotel front desk, and my dad would pick me up this chicken sandwich and the diner malt every time I worked. And it was probably the worst thing for me, but I loved him for doing that. Starbucks lemon loaf. A lot of people like that one. Boston cream pie, which is one of my favorites. And the last one I'm going to show you is the upside down lemon meringue pie. And that one is in honor of A Walk in the Woods by Bill Bryson, which is my favorite book. Talks about he was hiking on the trail and they stopped in town to have a slice of lemon meringue pie, and it was so sweet that his eyes rolled back in his head. So anyway, this is Labor of Love, Keto Restaurant Favorites. It's hard to pick a favorite. It's like picking your favorite child. But this one just brought up a lot of memories from my childhood and my teenage years and college years. So I don't know. This is one of my favorites, and I can't thank you for your support. Bye, everybody.